What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. And if you are, make sure you leave a like on this video. And if you haven't yet, please do click that red subscribe button down below. YouTube makes it extraordinarily difficult to find my videos, and I always appreciate your support. We're seeing more and more now with the September 2nd 2-hour premiere of Lord of the Rings, The Rings to Rule Them All, Contra Edition, or whatever, Sonic Rings. Comes out September 2nd. It's looming. We are now seeing even more first looks at some of the characters. And, oh, Gandalf. How did they screw up Gandalf so badly? I understand that when you have, like, these initial characters, or these characters that are kind of, people have their mind's eye where they see Gandalf, right? For example, if they've drawn a picture in their mind from the books, or they've, just has the epic from Peter Jackson trilogy in their minds as Gandalf. But the particular version of Gandalf that Amazon put out looks like the dude from Big Lebowski, literally wandering around in a modern day bathrobe. It looks absolutely ridiculous. First impressions are also coming out now as the embargo has been lifted. And we've got a lot going on, and I want to get into all that after a super quick word from this video's sponsor. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Meta PCs. Look, you've been around, you know that I've been talking about Meta PCs for a very long time. In fact, it's the primary computer I use. But it's not just because they're a sponsor. It's for so many more reasons. They have fully customizable, configurable PCs, and all the hardest to find parts in stock and ready to go. They also have ready to ship PCs ready for you today. Here's a couple reasons why I like Meta PCs. First and foremost, it's veteran ownership. Meta PCs is a veteran-owned business. One of Meta's owners has served both in Afghanistan and Iraq and received a Purple Heart for his service. Meta also employs military veterans in Meta's operations center and also provides systems to veterans going back to school to help them re-enter the workforce all across the United States. They offer financing. It has 100% US-based sales and support. And when you receive your PC, it's ready to go right out of the box. You don't have to get complicated and set things up. You just plug it all in and you're ready to rock. And on top of that, Meta PCs is offering you, my viewer, a huge discount when you use the link in the description or you use promo code TheQuartering. If you use my code at checkout, not only do you save money, but you support my content and a company that will not bow to cancel culture. So maybe you're not ready to pick up a new computer today, but when you are, remember to go to metapcs.com and use promo code TheQuartering to support me and to save money. And everybody wins. Meta PCs are the computer I use. It's my laptop. It's what I recommend to my friends and family. I know you might not be ready to buy one right this very instant, but they're one of my strongest channel sponsors. They've been with me through thick and thin. So when you are ready, check them out. We have this article from The Verge. That's Gandalf. I mean, it looks like the guy. I mean, here's the look at the first fight. That's just like your opinion, man. And by the way, from what I understand, Gandalf wasn't dispatched to Middle-earth until the Third Age. I really hope not. Gandalf was not in Middle-earth in the Second Age. I hate this deviation if it's true. I mean, I don't get it. Saw Gandalf a few hours ago under the overpass at Main Street and Sunset too. If that's not Robert Plant, I'm out. Are we sure? I mean, it's just like, are we sure? As in, did they confirm this? Because yikes. I mean, the updated the article to clarify the author that this is, quote, speculation, not confirmation, but I'm right though, said the actual author. I mean, if this is true, he looks absolutely ridiculous. The latest trailer for Amazon gives us the best look yet at the mysterious raggedy dude from the previous teasers. He's not officially confirmed to be Gandalf, but I'm calling it that's Gandalf. That's Gandalf ahead of schedule for once, coming to Middle-earth an entire age early to hang out with hobbits while the rest of the cast is busy yelling, climbing ice cliffs, swinging swords, forging rings, and getting absolutely bamboozled by Hot Sauron. Hot Sauron, he looks like he has a meth addiction. And that's why it was going to be great. We all know that the showrunners are messing with the timeline in interest of telling a story that works. What they mean is they need the characters we love to get people to tune in. I mean, and the fact that you're having somebody else play Gandalf, I mean, I guess, you know, it's a little old now or whatever, but like, I don't know. I just, it feels pandery if you just kind of like shoehorn Gandalf in here in the incorrect era on top of all that. We know the Hobbit-looking folks in the teasers are Harfoots, nomadic Hobbit ancestors who, per Vanity Fair, encounter a mysterious lost man whose origin promises to be one of the show's most enticing enigmas. So maybe what they're going to do is they're going to like pretend that that they're never going to say it's Gandalf, but they'll let the fans assume it is so that they get the best of both worlds. I don't even know. It looks ridiculous if it's supposed to be Gandalf. And again, he's not even, from a timeline perspective, he's not even supposed to be there. But now that the first impressions are, but hey, I want to say this too, if I can. I'll be interested to see what the Rotten Tomato scores are going to be for the show. I predict high 80s to low 90s from the critics. But, you know, I'm going to give I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. Like, I know some people, I think some people misinterpret, like, dunking on certain aspects of the show as, like, not giving it a chance. I'm seriously, I will give it a chance. I have every reason to give it a chance. Maybe it'll be amazing. Right now, the trailer is sitting at a whole 28,000 upvotes out of 6 million views. 28,000 upvotes. That already is atrocious. It has 218,000 downvotes. It's 10-1 dislike to like ratio. And of course, the entire comment section is full of what I can only assume are bots or like people all just participating in the same meme. But like, I'm going to give the show a chance because I love Lord of the Rings. Maybe I'll love these characters too. I've never read the works that they're building this show off of. So like, I don't think I will have kind of that personal repulsion that a lot of people will who've read the stuff, who are like, wait a minute, I know for a fact this to not be true. Like, I'm kind of blissfully ignorant on you know, anything outside of the main works of Tolkien. So, you know, I may still be able to enjoy it. It looks like, you know, House of Dragons or whatever it's called. That seems to be doing really well with viewers, even though nobody asked for a Game of Thrones prequel. It still had like 10 million people tune in on opening night, which is insane. Will Rings of Power be able to get those kind of numbers? Who knows? It's Lord of the Rings. I would assume the first couple episodes. What's difficult about these streaming apps is it makes it difficult to like determine, like we could with TV with ratings. I predict no matter how many like haters out there, you know, are out there hating on it, people, including myself, hating on it, there will be some amount of people that are still going to give. I mean, most people are still going to give it a chance. At least here in the United States, a lot of people already have Prime, so it costs me nothing to tune in and give it a watch. You know, and maybe it'll be good. I doubt it. I have a feeling it's going to be Captain Marvel Galadriel the entire time, and that's going to be boring, and I'll be checking out very quickly if that's the case. That's what the trailers are. I've watched 2 trailers, and I still know nothing about the story, what's going on, other than Galadriel's super-powered Mary Sue-like character. Here's some of the first reactions. You see, The Rings of Power is definitely a promising return to Middle-earth based on the first episode. These are all shills, by the way. These are all paid media people. Stunning visuals, compelling characters, and a magnetic lead for Morfydd Clark's Galadriel, who refuses to surrender to widely held belief that Sauron is defeated. The Rings of Power is truly impressive feat. All the money is on the screen through its impeccable production design, costumes, and effects. I don't agree with that. Managed to wield the power of Tolkien's fantastic world building while making unique and stunning touches on its own wonderful character work too. Okay. Lord of the Rings instantly captured my imagination with captivating stories and characters in Middle-earth that are both familiar and new. The story setup is so dense, however, the pacing in episodes 1 and 2 is rather slow, but it definitely leaves you wanting more. Well, I would say that pacing in general for any new show is going to be pretty slow, just because, you know, there's so much to pack in. This is one of the biggest complaints of, like, She-Hulk, for example. They, like, dumped her entire origin story, you know, before, in like 20 minutes. Her entire origin story. They even tried to do, like, a boss battle in the first episode. So, you know, I think I would rather have a show that's a little bit slow pacing than one that tries to cram too much in too fast. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about, right? You see, I've seen the first 2 episodes of Rings of Power. Yes, it's as visually stunning as the trailer promises. It also sets the stage well for a clearly epic tale heading our way. There isn't a single negative take. Not one. It's an achievement that redefines what's possible for television. It's because it's not television anymore. People stopped going to the movie theaters and they started watching stuff like this at home so that they have huge budgets for this. A cinematic masterpiece! After watching 2 episodes, I don't know if I'd call it a cinematic masterpiece. But, hey, maybe it is. You see, I've seen the first 2 episodes. I had been skeptical, but it's very pleasantly surprised. It's actually good, says somebody who's paid to say things are good. I'm still going to give it a chance, and I give you my word that if I end up liking it, I'm not going to just make nonstop hate videos nitpicking on every little thing. If I like it, then like that, I think that's reasonable. Like, you have to give yourself a chance to like things, and so we'll see this out. But if this really is Gandalf, it's practically insulting. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you subscribe down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.